If you're looking for cheap and reliable Madden coins, make sure you use the link in the description and use the code LAUNCH for 5% off. I'm just saying. I'm looking at this Titans versus Cowboys game. I actually had the Cowboys winning. Titans just scored. Mariota just runs it in. They're up 2 scores, 28-14. Game's not over yet, even as we speak. I was thinking to myself, Mariota is the weirdest quarterback in the league. And I'm not even sure why that is, but in my heart of all hearts, deep down in my soul, I feel this way. And I can't even quite explain why. And I think it has to do with his inconsistencies. The combination of 16 games. Let's look at his career as a whole. Well, he's been in the league, what, 3-4 years? I'm not sure. I think he's probably had 2 games where he went over 400 yards. Don't quote me on that. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's not no easy feat to do, but 2 games. Well, I mentioned that where he had great. I mentioned that because I'm thinking to myself, when did he have great passing games? In the combination of 16 games, he'll probably have 6 good games, decent games. They did make the playoffs last year. He's clearly better when he's running. You know, he's a big guy. He's a little bit faster than what you might think he is. And okay, I just got the score. They end up winning 28-14. Marcus Mariota has 3 total touchdowns. The funny thing about that is, one of his touchdowns was a flip pass. I mean, it counts, but it's kind of funny a little bit. And Deion Lewis had 122 yards, just in case you started him in fantasy football. I didn't for the first time, but I still blew that guy out 219-90 in that league, so I can't complain. But it's just a weird quarterback to me, man. I just don't know how to place him. I have the Oakland Raiders. I'm going to get the Packers, of course, in case you didn't know. The jerseys are a little funny, so you might not know. This opponent I'm actually playing, this is an old game. Khalil Mack is still on the Raiders in this game. I found some old files of some old games that I had, and I'm going to post them, just so I can have some content. I don't necessarily have much content right now because I've been so busy, but supposedly my cable's supposed to be getting shut off soon due to not being able to pay the cable bills. I'm not really sure when that's going to happen, but I decided to run in right there. Woo, I took a chance, man. But I actually remember this game because I played this guy before. This guy beat me. He had the Packers. I think I had the 49ers. And he beat me by like a point or 2 or a touchdown. And right here, this is the second game. And we actually got linked up again. Which is kind of weird. It's so rare that happens, but we got linked up twice. And this is fairly in the beginning of the year. You can tell because I'm running and passing the ball a lot in this game. I've had some Uber experiences that were quite interesting, at least in my eyes. I dropped this one lady off, and our conversation we were talking about, pets. And I remember my doctor when I was younger. My doctor, she had all kinds of pets in her house, and this girl was talking about. It's crazy because this girl basically had the same amount of pets my doctor had. She had 3 Rottweilers like my doctor. She had a Doberman Pinscher, a parrot, 2 ferrets, a rabbit, kind of like a house dog. I think it's a Maltese or something like that that's running around the house. And she has a cat. And I'm just like, wow. But when I picked her up, she was taking her dog to the vet. It was actually a stray dog she found, on the street. She was taking it to the vet to get some shots. And she does stuff like that. And I'm like, man, that's pretty awesome. Very, very nice girl. She had to be about 20-something years old. I just thought it was interesting that I picked up someone that was a pet lover like that. That's the first time I picked up. That's the first time I had a dog in my car, which was kind of cool. It was interesting. I picked up someone that was a pet lover, and she was really, really nice. She clearly was younger than me. I'm 35, so she's probably like 21, 22, and to be that young, to be in love with pets like that, and have that many pets, and be able to afford to have all those pets and have her own home and everything, man, that's big enough to fit all them pets, is just amazing. As she says, she's still going to school. I guess to get her master's in I guess in being I guess what they call an animal person, a veterinarian. I believe that's what it's called. Don't quote me on that. Met another girl. Matter of fact, it was a couple. It was a Caucasian girl, and it was a Puerto Rican guy. They're engaged, which is awesome. I like to see interracial couples, show each other some love. I like that. You know, it was pretty cool to have both of them in the car. And we start talking about Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I'm not sure how we got on that. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I do plan on watching it. I haven't watched that yet. But I did check out Daredevil Season 3. I gave that a 10 out of 10. I thought that was awesome, just in case you were wondering. And she said her cousin is 5 years older than her. Her cousin was on the original Sabrina the Teenage Witch show. The redhead kid, and he was in like 3 episodes, and he was in a TV show with Gene Wilder, Willy Wonka. I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, are you serious? I couldn't believe, that was the case. I'm up here picking this person up in Delaware, and she had a cousin that was actually in Sabrina the Teenage Witch show. That was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. I used to watch that show when I was a kid, when I was younger. I remember it coming on like right before I used to go into high school. It was it was just an interesting show to watch, and just it wasn't necessarily super interesting, but it just came on at the right time. And every time it came on, I was just glued to the TV watching it. You know what I mean? So it definitely has some nostalgia factor. I was shocked to hear that she had a cousin that was on that show. Shout out to my opponent, much love, much respect. We ended up beating him by 1 point, and it was one of those games, man. It was one of those games it had some big time plays in it. It was a little bit of action here and there. But, it wasn't necessarily as exciting as some of the games I've been showing you guys. And I apologize for that. But, it is content. It is games that I do have. So I did want to post that. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the conversation that I have right here. I'm kind of taking a little bit of a different approach with YouTube. Just to, not for no specific reason. It's just, I just felt like sharing my thoughts that's on my mind throughout the day. Every now and then I'll do videos like this, and I'll do story times. Just so you guys won't have the same thing all the time. As far as me just talking about what's going on in the game, especially when we have games like this. I did go 10 for 11, from the field, 118.8 passer rating. I had a pretty good game, but this wasn't the most exciting game. To talk about 13 carries and Marshawn Lynch, man. Wow, that's pretty good. I do got to get back to running the ball a little bit more. I've been getting very, very pass happy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This is your boy Launchpad 1412, and I'm out.